Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope you're keeping well. In today's menu, it's Moringa dal. Stay tuned. This is a really simple recipe and it can be made with or without fresh moringa leaves. Moringa has gained a huge popularity in the Western world in the recent years. It is touted to have anti-aging, anti-diabetic and weight loss inducing properties. Does it really? If you want to know more about this, you've got to watch the pro tip right at the end of the video. For now, let's get started. Don't forget to subscribe. The star ingredient of our recipe today is moringa leaves. I found these from an Indian store. But if you can't get hold of moringa leaves, you can actually use something called moringa powder. It is made by powdering dried moringa leaves. It does retain its nutritive value. So this is what it looks like. If you don't have either, you can also use spinach in this recipe instead.
To a pan on high heat, add 750 ml of hot water. Once the water starts boiling, add 1 cup of washed moong dal. Add half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, mix to combine and let it cook. Use a wide and tall container so that the dal doesn't boil over. While the moong dal is boiling away, I'm going to chop 2 medium-sized red onions, 2 large tomatoes, 4 large cloves of garlic, 2 green and 2 red chilies in my chopper. Most moong dals would have cooked by now, but my moong dal was a little bit bigger than usual. So add another 750 ml of water and let it boil to a mashable consistency. Let's make a curry paste. To a blender, add 1 cup of coconut. This is our good fat. If no coconut, just add cashew nuts, a small handful. Add 2 green chilies and 4 cloves of garlic. Just add enough water to blend it to a fine paste. I added about 1 cup of water. Our moong dal is now cooked. Add 4 packed cups of moringa leaves. Please avoid using the stem as it can be chewy and very fibrous and difficult to cook and eat. If you're using moringa powder, add 8 to 10 tablespoons at this point. Add 2 teaspoons of salt. Add in the chopped tomatoes and then the chopped red chilies. Now it's starting to look colorful. Add the curry paste and wash out the blender with another cup of water and just mix everything to combine. I generally tend to use the pressure cooker. I put all of the ingredients together with 4 cups of water and pressure cook for about 5 whistles. It is really quick and easy that way. Now, in this method, cover and cook for 5 minutes. To another small pan, add 1 tablespoon of oil. I'm using coconut oil. You can use any oil or even ghee if you are okay with dairy, or you can completely skip the oil. Add half a teaspoon mustard seeds. As usual, wait for them to pop. Add a small handful of cashew nuts and then roast until they're slightly brown. Add the chopped onions, saute for about 30 seconds to remove that rawness. Add some hing and this will help to reduce the bloating while eating lentils. Now this is called the tadka mixture. Add this to the dal. Boiling the moringa leaves this way is the best method to prevent nutrient loss except vitamin C, which can be lost by up to 50%, and it also removes the bitterness in the leaves. Close the lid and let it simmer for 2 minutes. A yummy moringa dal is now ready. You can serve it with rice, quinoa, chapathi or even bread. You can also blend it into a puree if you've got fussy kids. Just before serving, squeeze in some lemon juice and add in some peppers to regain that vitamin C that you lost while cooking. Enjoy!
So I hope you really enjoy making this recipe. In our pro tip today, we'll talk about moringa leaves. Moringa leaves are very nutrient dense and that's why some people call it as an everyday superfood. In some developing countries where malnutrition is predominant, moringa leaves are used to supplement nutritional needs for children. It's even called as poor man's meat because it's rich in protein. Moringa leaves contain at least 7 times more vitamin C than oranges, 10 times more vitamin A than carrots, 15 times more potassium than bananas, 17 times more calcium than milk, 9 times more protein than yogurt, and 25 times more iron than spinach. Just having 6 teaspoons of moringa leaves can actually meet the daily dietary requirement for calcium and iron for a pregnant woman. But what's more interesting is that moringa leaves are abundant in phytochemicals, which are probably responsible for its health benefits. Let me give you some examples. Quercetin may help reduce blood pressure levels. Chlorosetin may help reduce blood sugar levels, and if you include moringa in your diet, it can stop the post-meal spike in blood sugar, which is very important for diabetics. Also, it contains isothiocyanates, which are touted to have anti-cancer benefits as well. Now, I've talked so many benefits about it, but you have to remember that all the evidence we have as of today is from animal studies, and there are very few human studies. Having said that, still moringa is a nutrient-dense food, and it's a good one to include in your diet to diversify it. So why don't you go ahead and try it? That's it from me today. This is Vishwa signing off for Feed Your Body, Mind and Soul. Stay happy, stay healthy. Bye.